Sports for Real with Coach Hall. On Wednesday, the Jacksonville Jaguars released this vision of their stadium of the future. If you take a look at it, it kind of looks a lot like what they have in LA, SoFi Stadium, but the outside has like a mirrored look. The roof is not retractable, it's going to be fixed, but it has a lot of shade that is going to cover the fans. And that comes in handy in August and early September when it's almost 100 degrees out there. The players are fine, but the fans, they're out there turning colors. But the question is, can the deal get done? Because now the easy part, was actually drawing up the plans, but it's coming to agreement with the city to actually get the things done. Now, what the Jaguars are wanting from the city is $1 billion. That's where they're starting. Now, if you've been following Jacksonville a couple years ago, the owner, Shad Khan, he likes the idea of this mixed-use neighborhood. Well, the city turned it down. And when I saw that, it made me think about what happened in Cleveland with Art Modell. Art Modell for years tried to get a new stadium in Cleveland. They wouldn't give it to him. But they gave one to the Indians, now the Guardians. They gave a new stadium to the Cavaliers, but not the Browns. So after fighting with those people for too long, he just said, forget it. He packed up and went to Baltimore. And that's how the Ravens came into the league. Well, the league felt sorry for Cleveland because, they felt so down and out, and now the city all of a sudden wanted to work with the NFL to get a new stadium done, and they put a new team back in Cleveland, of course, under the NFL's terms. But they could have saved all that heartbreak just by coming to a deal in the first place with the Browns. Well, here we are with the Jaguars. Their lease expires in 29, and they need a new stadium. Now, that stadium opened in 95, and for NFL length of stadium use, their time is just about up. They usually build a stadium every 30 or 35 years. You see in Buffalo, after all the fighting they did and the possibility that they might be moving to Canada, they finally came to a deal, and they're going to spend about $1.4 billion. Now, here's what happened up there. The state is going to pick up about $600 million. Erie County, where Buffalo is $250, and then the league and the Bills are going to pick up the rest. Note, that's about a third, where the city and the state is going to have to pick up the majority of the tab. That's just for the league being in town. Now, the league is holding the advantage here because they can just pack up and go pretty much anywhere because there are a lot of cities that still want an NFL team. Such is the case with the Jaguars. If the Jaguars lost this team, they're probably going to end up in London. They already got the stadium over there. The owner already has deep ties in England, so it's just a matter of packing them up and go. So it's up to the Jaguars. Whatever it costs, they need to go ahead and make this deal. But Khan, he wants $1 billion. What's going to happen is he wants pretty much $900 million for the stadium, and he wants another $100 million for this mixed-use thing that he slid into the deal. It's going to be like a package deal. He hadn't said much. He hadn't come out and said it, but that's pretty much what he's doing. So it's kind of like get back in a way. I'm going to hold this stadium deal over your head, and you're going to give me what I want, or I may think of other options. Now, it's interesting timing for the Jaguars because the city is bringing in a new mayor starting July 1st. Donna Deegan, the former news anchor, she's going to take over as mayor on July 1st, and she has until July 15th to get a budget done. Now, one thing she has done to get a jump start on things, she has set aside $2 million that she's going to allot for negotiating with people who have experience negotiating with these NFL deals. Now, she could just call the people at Buffalo to help get that deal done, and that'll be a quick end to that. But I expect that this deal is going to get done. But if it doesn't get done in a timely manner, in 2029, if you want to catch a Jaguar home game, you might as well just go on to London. Sports for Real.